Ladies and gentlemen, this next podcast will be scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, hailing from Brooklyn, New York, Nicholas Jason Lopez. And on the other side of the ring, his website, ProWrestlingOpinion.com, your home for pro wrestling news, reviews, and so much more. Thank you. Hello and welcome to another rousing edition of Intermission, PWO's 15-minute podcast where I, your host Nicholas Jason Lopez, will be breaking down pro wrestling news and shooting on social media as I see fit. Why not? That's just the way it goes. Obviously Raw was a big one, more on the good side of the spectrum, and trust me, that doesn't happen very often, that's for sure. But yeah, let's look at the feeds, and I'll shoot my commentary out according to what I see. All right, first post. Oh dear God, I see misspelled words. Oh God, you know my stance on bad grammar. Alright, apparently this was on someone's timeline, and I don't know if I should read it, I should just read it how it sounds. Sting on Monday Night Raw for Ric, spelled with a K at the end, Flairs, no apostrophe between the R and the S, what are you doing? 70th birthday, and the comma is all out of whack, this is very bad. And the spacing, my God, the spacing. Dave Bastia, folks. He's Dave Bastia now. Just shocked the world on his return to WWE Monday Raw and ruined Ric, again spelled with a K. Flair's birthday at the same damn time. Triple H versus Dave Bastia. WrestleMania, maybe. I lost brain cells. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say about that. But let's move on. That was quite the ending segment. Heel-tastic way for Batista to return, kind of just taking away Ric Flair's ability to appear on the show. Very well done. Actually, I felt a little bit scared watching that from the angle that they shot it at, him just dragging the cameraman as if he was like a murder victim. And then Ric Flair kind of inadvertently becoming the next one. It was very well done. I do commend WWE on that. But the only thing I was thinking during the segment, I thought maybe this would be the first time there would be an overrun. Because I believe the video package went down at 10:55. And all I'm thinking is, we're not going to have enough time. The show's been strictly off the air straight at 11 p.m. And sure enough, I commend WWE for still managing to find a way to end the show directly at 11. Kudos to you. Alright. Next, we got Lio Rush preventing Alexa Bliss from presumably showing Finn Balor her tits. Is the single most heel-worthy thing I've seen in weeks. Kill him, Balor. Kill this man. Yeah, that was quite riveting stuff. That was a post in We Love Pro Wrestling, by the way. I was really wondering what Alexa Bliss's next words were out of her mouth, being that it's PG television, but not really PG. They get away with edgy things here and there. That was what it was. I saw a tweet that pretty much said Alexa Bliss's new gimmick is that she is horny 24/7. Based on the last 3 episodes of Moment of Bliss, which ironically always end up anything but a moment of bliss, well, just more evidence of the same. And, alright, we got some breaking news coming out. Breaking news if you're around 11 hours ago. Tampa expected to host WWE's WrestleMania 36 in 2020. It was announced that WWE would stage the event at Raymond James Stadium, which is interesting. I guess they wouldn't do it at the Tropicana Dome where the Rays play, but it is what it is. Status from my friend Mike McNicholas. Crazy how when I go out, it always ends up being a good Raw last night. Happy to hear Joe Anoa'i. Yes, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce Roman Reigns' last name. Don't come at me with your pitchfork. But he beat leukemia and shocked and shocked Batista is back full time in WWE once again. Obviously, last night's Raw was bookended by the beginning of the show and the very end. Obviously, that is a really good thing because Roman Reigns is back in the fold. And now that people know his story, I think they're going to I think he's going to be the most over face on the roster. And that's not easy, as you even have to try. It's already practically done. Alright, we got a meme of Ric Flair on the floor and Batista standing over him, and Ric Flair's fading away like it's the Avengers. Someone was bound to do that, that's for sure. Can't really say I'm surprised at that. Alright, shout out to Danny Abel. 2005, I hated John Cena being anointed WWE's top star. 2011, fans turned on Cena with CM Punk's speech. Quite true. 2005, I couldn't stand the revived version of Family Guy. 2011, Family Guy started losing 1 million viewers per season. Again, kind of true. I felt like the show kind of fell off. 2011, I stopped watching NFL following Tebow treatment. 2017, fans stopped watching NFL over National Anthem. Pretty much. 2013, Iron Man 3 turned me against the MCU. 2019, Captain Marvel turning fans against the MCU. Why does public opinion always lag 6 years behind me? That is quite hilarious. Alright. My friend Joe Canary, 6 hours ago. The next WWE Hall of Famer was announced. I wonder if they'll announce it tonight or wait until Raw. Seems odd to wait since almost everyone knows it. Well, I'm guessing it's a little bit behind, but yeah, we didn't get any Hall of Fame announcements, but I'm guessing with the spotlight on Ric Flair, they didn't want to take a chance, and I guess take the spotlight away from him, per se. Of course, they have SmackDown Live, but I don't think they're going to do that for a Hall of Fame speech anyway, but at the least, we'll have other weeks to go over. So that is what it is. Roman Reigns discussed his leukemia fight this morning on Good Morning America. Wow, I sound like I'm from the South. Good morning America. That was a really bad Southern accent. Oh my God, I'm all over the place today, folks. All over the place. Scrolling, just keep scrolling, just keep scrolling, just keep scrolling. Alright, my Facebook friend Brian Barnes Hall tweeting, saying, so everyone is a doctor now? Still saying Roman cancer was a storyline. I watch people recover faster than him. You people need help. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was real. I mean, the guy was Universal Champion at the time. I'm sure they wouldn't have him strip the title if it wasn't a real thing. And it does suck. But again, part of me does kind of wonder why, if WWE's medical team had known about his condition, and WWE has their own doctor. I mean, that's how the whole CM Punk lawsuit thing happened. Because their own doctor allegedly misdiagnoses Punk's abscess around the Royal Rumble 2014, and he got an outside medical opinion, and it was something else. That's what sparked the lawsuit. So if WWE has their own doctors, they had to know, running all these kinds of physical tests, that Roman had that condition. I guess it was ultimately up to Roman not to disclose it in public, but I do think that held back a little bit. Could have been a really big push. They could, and as he kind of referenced in his promo last night, it was a good chance to use the platform to spread awareness and help others fight it. Now it's out of the blue, I don't think anybody's going to be going against Roman Reigns anytime soon, that's for sure. Funny thing is, and I was making some comparisons, I It's almost like the polar opposite of the Raw after Mania 33. Reigns almost gets booed for like 22 minutes straight, just says like 3 words, and then he leaves. Also, last night's Raw kind of just undid like that the last episode of Raw that he appeared on, where basically it was the complete opposite. So instead of him announcing that he was leaving, he announced that he was returning. Instead of Dean Ambrose turning on Seth Rollins, we got Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins saving Dean Ambrose. Maybe not on purpose. Not exactly. A reunion's not exactly set in stone, but I think they're going to be working their way there in 3 weeks. The rumor mill is that they're going to be working at Fastlane. I don't know if they're going to do a 6-man or an 8-man. But based on Elias being there and the tension caused right now, Lashley is berating Lio Rush, so it sounds like they want to go for a babyface turn for Rush. I guess that's the way that they're going to go about it. I'm not 100% too sure, but they could easily do Shield and Rush against Corbin, McIntyre, Lashley, and the other one, the one with the face. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, my boy Ryan Clark posting. So last week during Raw, I said Becky Lynch would be arrested, a la Steve Austin back in the Attitude Era 90s. It happened this week instead. They're doing exactly what they did with Steve Austin versus the McMahons in the Attitude Era, only with Becky Lynch now. It's just a women's division. Smart move, or has it already been done and stale now? But it's just a women's superstar now? Let me know below. I mean, Becky Lynch is the kind of person you could pull this storyline off with. She kind of feuding with the McMahons. She's kind of just going against everybody. I mean, she even went after Natalya with the crutches, and what the hell did Natalya do to her? Nothing. So, I mean, it works. I feel like her popularity has waned a little bit, and maybe has gone to Kofi Kingston, and I'm not too sure where they go with that, but obviously, a lot of people want Lynch in the WrestleMania main event. She technically earned her way there. So, given the current storyline with Stephanie McMahon, I think they're going to be working it in somehow. Personally, if it was up to me, I would just have Lynch and Rousey be the one-on-one WrestleMania contest because, again, we never actually got their one-on-one. We've already seen Charlotte against Rousey. Then again, we haven't seen the 3 of them do battle, so that will be something, but Lynch and Charlotte have already done a lot of triple threat matches. I mean, they did one with Sasha Banks at WrestleMania 32, even just at the end of last year at TLC. They did it with Asuka, albeit a TLC match, which you should really seek out, and you could do that by reading my review of the show, Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Check it out. It's on the site right now. Couple of shameless plugs. I'll be going live at 10:30 to talk about SmackDown on my new station head show. It's going to be called Pro Wrestling Banner. So if you're an Apple or iPhone user, be sure to download the app so you can listen to me talk. I only had 2 listeners on last night's Raw post game. Where are you people at? Come and join us. Also, for your YouTube viewing pleasures, new episodes of Intermission will be up at 7:45 every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so be sure to check that out. I have it set up so you can listen to it just before the show begins. I mean, who's better than that? Alright, Facebook friend Mark James posting, the amount of people who are talking about Roman's leukemia being a work is literally sickening. I agree. Get over yourselves. There are things in life that are much bigger than wrestling. Hashtag fuck cancer. Very, very much true. I mean, I can't really say it was a fake thing. His recovery, I do question the length of his recovery, but then again, Roman Reigns is pretty much the guy in WWE. If Vince is going to seek out resources to get his star back into shape, believe me that he's going to do it. That's just my take on it. And we'll end it out with Joe Cabana. Leukemia was fake versus flat Earth. It's Mania season. Let's book it. That will be a lot of people in that ring, that's for sure. And this has been Intermission. Thank you, thank you, thank you.